rest of the season. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet.
It's a running room. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. That's caught. It's McCoy.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Salter. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Punt is in the air. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He's loose. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
The reason I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him. But they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Wants to throw again. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To the air. It's Applewhite. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Salter. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Welch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hayden. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
To the air on second down. Setting up the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Snagged in the middle. It's Blackwell. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Colorado. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give is to Williams. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Williams.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner will be brought down. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process.
Oh, out of space. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Salter. He's got it on the run.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 28 to Oklahoma. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He's got it inside the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And the Noles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on?
Touchdown Seminoles! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the house. land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Dropping back, it's Salter. He's got him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Oh! What a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going right to work up top. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Got the first down, looking for more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback may change this route. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Looking for a man, it's Applewhite. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the right side. Got a little space. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his man. It's Miller. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabs it in the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down is.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Buffaloes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Tight end now in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this.
Touchdown, Bucs! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. Some tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 33 over the Judicials. That's where things stand right now.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Knowles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Coming out with it, it's Price. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Salter. Fires to the tight end. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now, they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time, too, so you don't got to panic here. Just pick the right play and go execute.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. First snap in the red zone on this drive. They're going back to the ground. Touchdown, Florida State. They strike first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Touchdown, Colorado! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
And what a response. You just gave up on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1, what do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Had to get rid of it quickly. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Under fire. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. No problem at all as he knocks it through and we'll go to another overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Gets it out fast. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown tie.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. To throw, it's Underwood. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good game. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes it past the marker. He stops at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Grab near the marker is Adams. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
The give is to Miller. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that dagger.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defense defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. Wide open spaces. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in that.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or just...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception.